Hello and welcome back to my show. I hope you're all well, safe, and sound. Let's get to the news. Now, 2 days ago, the Chauvin trial prosecutors and the defense side, they did their closing arguments, and exactly 12 hours later, the jury came in with a verdict. Now, was listening to an officer who said that when that happens, most likely those jurors did not look at any evidence, and he was almost certain that this would be a guilty verdict. And that is exactly what happened. Chauvin was charged with second-degree murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter. And he was put away in the penitentiary. So we're going to have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. For all those people who want to celebrate. Let's celebrate. We're not going to loot the night. We'll loot tomorrow or the after. Yeah, we're gonna celebrate and have a good time for now. Okay, so that's what they did, or the people who want to celebrate. Maybe you and me want to celebrate. We can celebrate this, yeah. 1 for 1, yes. So what's next? Okay, I'll tell you what's next. So now the Minneapolis AG, Attorney General, his name is General Merrick Garland. He told reporters that now we're going to crack it down in the Minneapolis Police Department and see if their officers have done excessive force in the past. So now they want to call them out. They're like, why should we defund them? We'll just cherry pick them out. Just like that. They want to, okay, so this is what they said exactly. They said they want this AG Merrick. He said if we want to see if they engage in a pattern or practice of using excessive force, including during protests, and that includes peaceful protests as well. If there's any, those exist? I guess they do. Okay, all right. So let's talk about other news. So what's next? They're going to have a good time tonight. It's all right. And I think that's what they said, right? We're going to take a break tonight. We're not going to go loot those streets that we live in. We're going to party all night. Okay, that's enough of that. And also in the news, USPS no longer has the job of delivering your mail. They're also keeping their eyes on you and me. Now, what they're doing is they're looking up people who are protesting or when people are going to protest, as well as if you post on social media, you might want to be careful of what you post there because they got their eyes on you and me, of course, right? So, yeah. So other things in the news, Zero has reported that companies are freaking out about soaring costs and are rushing to pass them out to consumers. So what does that mean for us? What does that mean for you? If you have big storage areas, if you have a big home, and you're able to house a lot of needed essentials, foods, whatever it is, do it now if you want to beat inflation because prices are off the charts. They are skyrocketing. Yes. What else do we have in the news? Okay. We're going to talk about gold and silver and ETFs. That's like paper, gold and silver and paper or stocks, you could say. So there is, I believe, a shortage in silver and gold right now. And Gold Switzerland said this. They said the silver market retail silver can fetch margins up to 50%, and they have been at 100% premium. Now, the author Egon Greyetz, I hope I didn't butcher his name, of Gold Switzerland, warns investors of buying gold or silver ETFs or funds of any kinds. This is the points here he says about that. He says they're risky, and he says it is a paper security held within the financial system. It has multiple counterplay risks. The gold silver holdings are not segregated from custodian assets. Custodian assets. It owns no gold silver directly. The gold silver is stored within the banking system. You can't, excuse me, you can't trust the bullion banks and their paper metals. Next point, you can't trust certain mints or bullion dealers. You got to do your due diligence and see which companies are reputable. You can't trust gold or silver ETFs or funds. You can't trust future exchanges. You can't trust banks to hold your metals. So that means if you have metals, precious metals, keep them by your side. The gold, silver held is probably rehypothecated. What does that mean? That's where you have silver and you give it to a company to hold for you. And they will tell you, for a small fee, we will hold them for you on the condition that we are able to loan it out to other people. Loan out the gold or silver, whatever it is, your precious metals may be. And when you say that, let's say the company goes bust, you lose your precious metals. So he's saying, don't do that. The same thing with Bitcoin. That's how it works, where they have fractional reserves. And how does that work? Let me make sure I get that right. Yeah, fractional reserves. Okay, so you deposit your Bitcoin, right? And then it goes into an exchange. So it's a fractional reserve. The company will give you, like, let's say 8.5% on your Bitcoin, right? But they'll give it to you on a condition that they too will borrow it out or loan it out to others, right? Maybe more than one. And what happens if that company goes bust? You are responsible for the losses. You can't say that to the company, oh, you took my Bitcoin. No, that's a risk and responsibility that you need to know ahead of time, that once you put it into the exchange, anything could happen. We live in uncertain times. So that's something you want to keep in mind. And he also says that the gold, silver is not fully insured. And the rehypothecation, they say there, that that means when institutions are for gold and silver is being stored, loaned out, that gold loaned out. The gold is sometimes they loan out to more than one borrower at a time in exchange for a small storage fee. But you're exposing yourselves to losses and risks. If the company were to go bust or something were to happen, you could potentially lose your Bitcoin, so you have to be okay with that, knowing that ahead of time. And then he says the gold and silver is not fully insured. On to investors have no access to their gold, silver. Did I miss anything? Yeah, I think that's it. That's all the news I have for you for today. I want to thank you for supporting, watching. Be safe. Take care of yourselves. And thank you again for watching, your support. And I guess we'll end it with celebrate now the night. Come on. We're gonna have a good time. I know I'm a singer. So we're gonna celebrate now. Okay, how about I lose any viewers because of that? But all right. Thank you for watching again. We'll see you tomorrow or the following day with some new content. Tell me what you guys think, if you choose to. And we'll see you next time. Bye.